good gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Demania. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the handoff. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
3:25.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff from the gun. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback checking off. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We've talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Extending the play. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He'll try the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Easy. Gorilla.
He'll set up to throw. Got the quick pass. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's McConnell. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Hokies. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Demania. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. He makes a grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
I'll try to power it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. From the gun. With the catch, it's Demania. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's looking for a man on second down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Back to the air one more time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to run for it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The Hokies are flying down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, you've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered on.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Running to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
The field goal is no good, and the lead remains at 1 after the miss. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. In the red area, it's Demania. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
To the air on first down. Snares it outside. It's McConnell. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And here comes the offense on second down. The lone back's got it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pick.
Some line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Now he's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. They're trying to get to it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On second down, wants to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Hokies with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And that one will give them the lead. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're up.
Looking to take a shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense getting set for first down. Hands it off. Bulls his way forward. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
Number 24.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
16.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. If this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get
Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Caught in the backfield, it's McConnell. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. And the Hokies in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
He wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coming after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the 1st and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 35, Notre Dame 16.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense wants to bring the heat. Leaves it with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's McConnell.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But a tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop. And you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking for space. It's Peters. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The handoff, keep working on that clock. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to blow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Power football with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
He's moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
16.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Looking left. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Complete downfield. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that
for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
At the 15, he's loose. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 40. At the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.